Respect, unconditional love, marry upon self, marry upon self. Been upon that minute then. It been upon a minute then. Alright. I was gonna go live, right? But I guess people been flagging my video on the low and man, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't even been there. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my old videos, people been hitting me up with the bullshit flags and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I ain't even mad at that. You know what I'm saying? People gonna hate because they stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care about hate. That don't stop the message. It don't stop the person from being the energy of the message. You know what I'm saying? So that's important. But what I wanted to say was I was coming to give some new energy on some what they want to call high science. You know what I mean? There's no disclaimer. I mean, weak minds are not gonna be able to understand it anyway. And for references, I'm not smoking weed. I'm smoking herbs and Indian tobacco, like this, natural herbs and Indian tobacco. So I don't want to hear no shit about what you did. I wanted to tell y'all about the frequency. I don't know how much time I got, but we're gonna talk about spectrum and frequency real fast. And see, everybody has their own spectrum. You can see it by the color that you are. See, we need to stop dealing in euphoria of reality and start dealing in actuality. Okay. The spectrum that you are, how you come. You know what I'm saying? You might meet people as a kid that look like you. Y'all damn near the same color and shit like that. And y'all got like a lot of similar traits and characteristics. Well, ultimately, on one wavelength, the multiplicity of everybody has reformed through vibration in different shapes, size, and colors. This is why we don't get along, because there's different characteristics within yourself that are reborn in somebody else that are dominant in that person, which they may be light in you. Moreover than that, most of the characteristic traits that we're dealing with is heavily flawed by the physical attributes of just being physical. So understanding your spectrum and understands the information of the spectrum that holds into the efficiency of what the melanin that produces from the cosmos gives you. So therefore, you start understanding the attributes of your spectrum. Within time, there exists levels of energy placement of characteristic through vibrations. So through your vibration characteristic trait, you will reverberate into another part of time, thus like the rings in the tree. That's why they tell you in the rings of the tree, it shows you the time frame that exists. And it's a space in between each ring. So with the information of knowing the rings of the tree, you can go back to see the tree in different shapes and sizes as it grew and stretched. What happens on the mathematical level of the spectrum is with us, because we are cosmetic beings, characteristic flaws vibrate on higher and different levels of the spectrum, which will remove you when out of the flesh back into or for a to or fro a different direction, future or past tense. And this is what people was trying to master when it came to time travel. They didn't. They was trying to find out how to ride that wave. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be in line for the bus. Like, it's not something you can just do. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, it's like a lot of fucked up shit that happens. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, to master your spectrum is to understand all levels of your frequency. You know what I'm saying? The frequency that gives you access in between your cosmetic understanding and your physical attributes. You know what I mean? So when you're dealing with the iniquities and the negativities of the plane T that we live on, then ultimately it's because of the lower spectrum hasn't developed a characteristic trait. Now, if you look at the spectrum, like within rainbows, then you know how hue goes from darker to light, and even with the rainbow, purple goes from the purple down to the to the red. Just like as they tell you with the chakras. But what's more important about that than how that's laid out is the actuality of it. As in, like, numbers, you have 33 degrees. 33 degrees is on all fours. That's a dog. You know what I'm saying? And then you have 45-degree angles, like a chair. And then you have 160, and you have 360 degrees. Now, with this mathematics, what states is levels of existence. They actually live on existence of that level. You have dogs, cats, animals that live at a 33-degree motion. They walk on all fours. You see what I'm saying? And then you have plant and animals, plants that are lower than dogs that don't move at all, right? But they're colorful. They're colorful. Think about what I'm saying. They're colorful. Reds, blues, purples, real bright. And some of the plants that produce higher melanin for efficiency are darker in hue or produce more color. When you have things like cauliflower that don't produce no melanin, you know what I'm saying? It's not really beneficial. You know what I'm saying? So understanding this premise shows you that the level of spectrum that resonates in different living entities, from plant life all the way up to the highest spectrum of humanity or above that, shows you that the condensation of melanin falls in through the subsequent understanding of the mathematical value. So if you're that lower level or you're coming into creation as a plant, you're going to have the aspect of melanin treating you within color. Thus green, purple, yellow, red, the colors of the chakra. If you are on a higher level like a dog, you'll have colors, but it'll be more earth tone colors because you are now higher than a plant. Thus dogs are not blue, red, and yellow. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They're more like white, brown, stuff like that. More earth tones, middle level, transforming from the lower level chakra colors to the higher level melanin colors, which is condensation from the sun. Okay? So from that attribute, then you have the humanic form. You know what I'm saying? You have the low level humans to the higher level humans. Now, this is not a first, second, and third placement. This is a melanin thing. I can't think efficiently like a super dark skinned brother. It's just because his melanin is more efficient. Now, that has nothing to do with to say what about how he uses his efficiency. Nothing to say about that. It just has to say that he has the action to have efficiency. Lack thereof, other people who are not producing any melanin, that doesn't say that they don't produce efficiency. They have a higher choice of not being efficient. That's all that means. When you lack melanin, your chances of not being efficient are greater, opposed to somebody who has more melanin. It's still a choice. So on the path of rising up the stairway of the spectrum, understanding that the efficiency level of melanin has to be something that's actually accepted by you and then granted by the cosmos. So understanding and comprehension of that brings forth that knowledge. I'm not going to tarry on too long about the spectrum and how it actually plays. I'm just going to plant this seed. And a lot of people are not going to even understand it because it's literally cosmos high science. So you have to have a empty cup if you're going to listen to this. That is my disclaimer. I should have said it in the beginning. If you are entitled or enticed by what I'm saying and you want to go back and listen to this again, make sure your cup is empty so you can clear out what you think you believe about reality and start making room for the cosmetic understanding. And with that being said, open up your spectrum so that you can see your placement in this cosmos. Respect, unconditional love. Married upon self. It's your boy Ariel Nagael. You already know what it is. And I don't know why they flagged me, but I really don't care. Peace.